Hello, and welcome to the Party Dungeon. This is Dungeon Party. I fucking got you guys.
Ooh,
These clowns trying to get me every time I start the damn session, but I got him this time. Oh, no. Anyway, we're here to play some Dungeons & Dragons, maybe. But before we play Dungeons & Dragons, or just RP, whatever happens,
episode.
Just chilling.
Might be. Is there any
conversation? It was so good.
We don't have to continue that one on the live stream, I don't think.
What a poll in the chat.
I don't think we can continue that conversation.
Definitely did.
Poll in the chat.
Wouldn't be the first time that Michael has talked about that on stream during a TTRPG session, to be fair.
Hey, I haven't slurred on stream in over a year.
Been longer than that.
Yeah, it's definitely been longer than that. So yeah, over a year. Anyway, we're playing some D&D. Before we start some D&D, are there any cherished bits or loving memories anyone would like to share today with us?
Oh shit. It's still Baldur's Gate 3. That's it.
Yeah. We didn't even get the intro.
It's just commercial. It's not a full segment.
Okay.
It's just an ad. Pop up.
I got you. It's just sort of up on the screen.
Yeah.
If I edited these, I would do that. But
it's like one of those pop-ups they used to do in Nickelodeon. You know what I mean?
Or like a Disney Channel kid in the corner.
Juicy RP.
Yeah.
And then it's me going.
You're like, what?
I have
9/8 Central.
Guys, I don't know what happened. Well, I do know what happened. I rolled a joint and got absolutely annihilated last night. And
you're gonna say 10 minutes ago.
No!
Michael's fucked.
No!
Playing a lot.
No, but this morning I woke up and I looked through my YouTube history. Why did I watch 9 different versions of the song "Maybe" by Annie from Annie?
You're feeling like a little orphan, I guess. Home Alone. Such a tragic.
Far away.
Such a tragic night, actually.
Nearby.
Who else had that on VHS?
Maybe wasn't
God.
Coffee.
He may be paying a bill. Maybe they're smart. Maybe they're...
What if Bright Futures puts on a production of Annie?
Annie doesn't exist in this world.
Fuck, I mean, it could.
You can put on a show.
You could.
We have
you
the
have,
means.
Tether could be Annie because she has the red mushroom cap.
That's it.
You go ahead and translate Annie lore accurately to my world, and I'll give you a level for doing it.
Guys, do you want to have a meeting?
In the cave. Tether's in her cave.
Lore accurately.
What do we need to particularly?
That's on you.
Well, it
orphan adopted by a rich guy. I don't know. We could figure that out.
We know one of those.
Hey.
I mean,
sorry,
you could.
It's Shandy. It's Shanny.
I'm already thinking.
Well, anyway, think about that.
Oh shit.
But why don't we play D? Do we want to play D&D now? Let's play
some Dungeons
instead of New York City, it could take place in that giant city in Televane.
Televane, yeah.
Right?
Where Peter got missed.
Yeah.
Got turned into a liquid.
Yum.
Hot.
Like
Suigetsu from Naruto.
Okay. Last
Spoiler
time.
alert.
Yeah, how dare you? Last time on Bright Futures, they went into the Grey Blight. Uh-oh. And while they're in there, they met a person. And that person wasn't affected by the Grey Blight. Took them back to a little place, a whole community of people not affected by the Grey Blight, known as the Fleshborn. And the place is called Fog's Passage. Long story short, the guy they were looking for is alive, but can no longer leave the Grey Blight because of the mark of the flesh that was placed upon his body, saving him from becoming a Grey Beast nest. Before leaving, though, the students decided to try to broker some sort of treaty between, or at least start the conversation to broker in a treaty between the Fleshborn and the Order up in Garric Bastion. And to that end, they were sent back with Tapestry, the scout that they found at the beginning. And most of you went up into the city, and Everett stayed behind with Tapestry for a little bit. tried to do some dispelling, but it did not work, unfortunately. And that is where we left off. So, as you guys exit the Grey Blight, you head on in to the town proper. But up through the gates, through the Flame Tender Gate back into town. Your air bubbles are still on, but you could cancel those at any time, because you are just walking around with big bubbles over your heads right now, as well as the wet leather, though it's drying, it's not completely dry, so you can keep those on, you can take this off, you can do whatever you want.
I'm keeping my bubble on.
Cool.
Keeping it.
It adds to the intrigue.
Fashion statement.
We just got out of the Grey Blight.
Literally, like, don't poke my bubble.
Shawnee, make a perception check for me.
Oh.
Didn't even have my dice out.
Who would need dice to play D&D after all?
Not all the time.
It's true.
The perception. Flaccid 20.
Okay. Your belt's gone. There's like a thread of leather around your waist now, but it was completely devastated by the Grey Blight. It has rotted into almost nothing.
Did you ever give me text for what the curse on that item was?
It wasn't cursed. You had long-term madness that you were obsessed with this belt and would not from it. So go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
So did it not count as a magic item?
No. It was a fully mundane belt. There was nothing magic about it.
That is gonna be a 19.
Okay, a 19. Okay. There's no mechanical consequence, but you feel as though a friend has died. This is a huge loss. This is one of the more profound losses you've experienced in your life thus far, the death of this belt.
Shanti just lets out you hear like a big, like a sigh, and you can tell he's like choking back to you. She's like, "Oh, well, the rest of you can go report the success. I'm going to have to go lay down for a bit."
Are you okay?
In time, all things pass. I suspect this feeling will pass too.
Is it the blight? We could take you to the Order of the Paling Flame, see if they can help you with anything. I know you got hit that one time.
I understand that some of us might try to hide our feelings through denial, Septon, but you can't tell me you don't feel it too. It's gone, and he gestures at the belt.
Oh, it's a joke. Oh, we're joking.
Humor, another wonderful coping mechanism. It's so beautiful to see the different ways in which people.
Yeah, we should have a funeral for the belt.
I think that would be nice, Tether. I think that would be nice.
Yay! Yeah, this is so funny.
But I must rest first. I'm afraid my heart's not in this right now.
Yeah, you go write something. You're gonna have a speech.
Yeah, go take a break, Shandi.
And he like slumped over, just dejectedly dragging his feet, starts walking back to his room.
I'm picturing the Arrested Development meme.
Yeah.
The head down, Charlie Brown music playing.
Air bubble's still on his head.
Yeah.
Alright, let me head on back to the Adventurers Guild. And the rest of you heading on up to the Ember's Ward?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I
So
walked
are you
away.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, it's just, as he walks around. Oh, he's really committed to this bit.
I don't know if that's a bit.
I don't know if it's a. Yeah.
I mean, what else could it be?
Where did he get that belt, guys?
At your hometown, isn't there an eating contest?
It was the eating contest at the festival on the roof of the library.
Oh.
The roof of the library. Oh yeah.
It's when he became the throat goat.
I don't know. Maybe it was the first thing he's ever won, and you
No,
never know.
it's a joke, guys.
You never know what something means to somebody.
Maybe it's a joke, but Shandi's not. Woohoo! I'm gonna do a joke, a long-term bit.
We're teenagers. It's all about redefining who we are. Shandi is clearly trying to become the class clown. I fully encourage that for him, and we need to be encouraging.
I mean, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe Shandi's being all goof.
I say if it's a bit, we commit to the bit.
Yeah.
Something my dad says.
Let's get some like morning clothes in the market on the way back.
So Shande, what the fuck?
Shande.
Okay.
If Shandi says something, you gotta yes and it.
Yeah.
Right. We gotta all be very solemn.
You don't say no.
Sad.
You
I
say
want to wear a
yes,
veil.
and we should get veils.
Wear a
More
veil.
veils.
Would be appropriate.
I wonder if I can
Okay, cool.
permanently make my eyes go black.
That would be cool. Okay, we have a good treaty to fulfill.
Are you heading back to Unicorn Barracks, or are you going to like the castle?
What?
Where do we have to meet them? Oh.
This is a thing you
There.
decided to do, so I don't know who you're trying to talk to. You could go talk to the lady who gave you the quest, the guy you were supposed to find, or you could go try to talk to a higher up about the situation. Like where they're all in the same area. You could either go to the barracks or you could go to the keep.
I think
I
should
think
go
we
with
probably
the lady first?
start with.
Oh no, do you believe the opposite? Quest
would-
first.
Yeah, I was gonna say start with the person who sent us. Tell her what's going on. Elevate it, like through her.
Go through the proper channels. Yeah. It's all about bureaucracy.
Exactly.
The red
Exactly.
keep.
And I don't know if you guys know, I'm like BFFs with one of the guards up there, so like I could probably get him.
Define BFF.
Like, remember one of the first days I went off my own, went to the palace
I
district,
barely
and
remember our
talking with
first
this.
days here. I wasn't. I mean, I remember it. I was doing other things.
Yeah, you were like mulling over sleeping in nightmares that you haven't told us yet. Um,
Oh right.
yeah. No, I was just calling back to a little funny interaction I had. We can move on.
I remember that.
You want some sunglasses for that shade, Tether?
Oh no, this provides plenty of shade.
Nice.
All right, you head on over to Unicorn Barracks, and you see out front, sitting at a grindstone, sharpening her sword, is Knight Captain Vittlespurner. And as you approach, she stands up, says, "You're back? Ooh, most of you are back."
Oh, one is running an errand, the other one is waiting for us at the border of the Grave Light. We all made it out.
Good. That's good. Though I noticed that my man isn't with you.
So, as I'm handing you his cloak, he's not dead, but we did find him. But he can't come back.
Excuse me?
Allow us to explain. We went in, followed your map, fought a number of gray beasts, destroyed a couple of nests, which were two of your other compatriots. Then we encountered someone unaffected by the blight. They let us-
mentioned that.
Yes, it is correct. We can confirm it. There is a community possibly multiple within the Grey Blight. We met with them. We went to their community. We spoke to them. They have some sort of symbol, some sort of ritual that makes people permanently protected from the Grey Blight, for the consequence of not being able to leave the Grey Blight.
Sort of adapt to it.
Right.
Guilds, in a sense.
Good way to think of it, yeah.
Well, I'm glad to hear the Knight Enchanter's alive, but this is still a loss.
Well, we may have something that could be of interest, could increase the, You may be in communication with him again. We were able to strike a parlay, as it were, with these people. We have one of them waiting near the edge of the Grey Blight who'd be willing to meet with some of you.
Oh.
Imagine having guides who know the area well and who monsters aren't attracted to, and rest stops along the way to places where you could re-up on rags and stuff.
They were interested in, perhaps exchanging information, supplies in and out of the Grey Blight. Food's harder to come by in there, so maybe in exchange for sending in some supplies to them, they could give you some information. If you got somebody higher up who'd be interested, we can chat with them. But at the moment, we should meet up with the emissary we have waiting at the border.
Right. Well, no, that's massive. Is my soldier there as well, or?
No,
he was still healing.
He's still healing up.
Well, I'd like if we could speak to him. Embrit, Black Thumb! She yells into the barracks behind her, and a moment later, two figures come on out. The drow who sort of did the ritual to get you guys all set up, as well as a black-haired human man in his mid to late 30s. All right, we found Tim's, but there's a catch. We gotta go talk to someone. People that live in the Blight. I'm gonna send you two. Go talk to them. Hear what they want. Be prepared to offer them supplies, but not else. I'm gonna go talk to the higher ups, but if we can secure this under Unicorn Company, then that'll probably give us a bit of a reprieve. So go. And she turns back to you two and says, "Oh, she's talking to her guys." She says, "If you want to take them, feel free. Though I don't have. I mean, I'm gonna pay you in supplies to go into the Grey Blood. I wouldn't suggest using them now, but what you do is your call from now on. You have done the job. I'm gonna go talk to the higher ups. Is there anything else I should know about this to inform them? How they live?
No.
Anything I could tell the Knight Commander?"
I'm gonna telepathically say to Septon, should we tell them about Grey Wanderer?
I mean, I'd be happy to meet with them myself. We would be happy to meet with them ourselves if they need a full report.
That's probably for the best. Right. Take you to talk to the Knight Commander, then.
Maybe some of us go back to... some of us go with the other two, and some of us head up to discuss.
I have a note here that says Tim specifically said we need to tell them about the Grey Wanderer.
He did ask that, yes. But that is still a choice
I don't know
you can make
how-
or not.
I don't know how high up we need to go before we bring up that.
I'll take the soldiers back, and you two can go in.
Okay.
Oh, right, it's just us three, isn't it?
Yeah, we're really
Yeah,
splintering off.
Pierre went back with Shandi to make sure he was okay.
Where's Everett?
Everett's Tapestry in the Blight.
With Tapestry.
Right. Oh. Okay. Yep.
Okay. Tether leads the soldiers away, and you hear her say, "We're gonna need a quick pit stop at the market to make some fun costumes, but then we'll go right there."
And you hear one of the soldiers say, "That's not gonna happen," as they exit out of earshot. Vittelsburner takes two of you and takes you to a building you've been in before, Una. Garric Keep.
Smells the same.
It sure does. Takes you over to Garric Keep. You enter inside, and you're in that large foyer, pretty sparsely decorated foyer again, as she sort of gestures to a bench for you to sit on while she says, I'm going to go let the Knight Commander know. I hope he's not busy. If we can get the Knight Speaker in as well, that would be fantastic, but she's not often here. And she heads on up the stairs and leaves you guys. There's some other Knights of the Order walking to and from, as well as a lot of acolytes walking around. You don't get any weird looks from any of the full soldiers, but a lot of the acolytes keep like looking at you, particularly you, Una. And you don't hear the whispers, but you see the mouths. They're commenting on how you look similar to the lady of Garric Bastion. And they're wondering if you're somehow related, despite being.
Oh wait, did she have hair like me?
She had black hair, jet black hair.
Oh. But not black and white.
No.
Okay.
But before too long, Vittelsburner returns and says, "All right, the Knight Commander will meet you up his office. I'm told you've been here before. It's next door to the one that you were in before. I've been told to go check in on my soldiers, but just give them the full report. And thank you again. But before you go," and she reaches into her pack and pulls out
A
your
knife.
reward. Yeah, she kills you right on the spot.
I can't believe we're dead.
Right.
She gives you a hefty coin purse.
Oh.
60,000
almost, like-
gold.
And almost like involuntarily, her arms just raise up.
Gives that to you.
60,000?
60,000. And she says, and you can pick up the supplies from the quartermaster before you leave. Enough for 3 expeditions into the fog.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Alright, everyone gets 10,000 gold, and I'll let Pierre know.
Everett thinks to himself, somewhere far away. Finally, enough to buy the
No.
zoo.
Not enough to buy the zoo.
I feel like you could probably buy property for 10,000 though.
You could definitely buy property for 10,000, but the zoo is
Property
not
at
for
the zoo.
sale.
Property at the zoo. For enough money, anything's for sale.
Nothing's gonna go back to Kelshar and buy a house.
The actual zoo might not be for sale, but what about the specimens? And we make our own zoo, a rival zoo.
It's not as. First of all, not a zoo.
Oh, shopping at the zoo. Shopping at the zoo.
You already have one.
I would like
untrained
this
animal.
dangerous creature. I would like this dangerous creature.
All right, you head on upstairs, pass by the door that you went to before, and there's a door that is somewhat ajar next to it, and you hear the sound of armor clanking and boots on carpeted floors that someone is pacing.
Do it. Knock. Dot 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 dot.
All right. You knock, and you hear a gruff voice say, "Yes."
Bright Futures here with the report of the adventure into the Greyblight and contact with the insiders.
Enter.
All right.
You head on in, and you see in front of you, pacing in the center of the room, one of the taller people you've ever seen in your life. A massive, broad-shouldered orc with a patch of gray skin, a blight scar across the lower side of his face. There's more. I wrote more about him. He's got dark, straight hair pulled into a ponytail that you see at the bottom, like 3/4 of that ponytail is completely gray, as though completely blighted. He has some scars across his forearms. He's wearing a heavy cuirass, but the arms have been taken off, sort of giving him like a sleeveless shirt look at the moment. Just scars up across his forearms, and he's massaging the blight scar almost contemplatively as you come in. He says, "So you're the kids they sent down into the blight?"
Yep. All made it back in one piece. Some with a couple scars, but...
Blight takes its toll. I'm Yardic Sturdy Shield, first of my name, the Lord of Garric Bastion and Knight Commander of the Order of the Paling Flame.
Septon Xanthus of the Bright Futures. This is Una Notwise.
Notwise. You met my sister, then?
Mm-hmm.
You've been busy. You haven't been here long, and you've already been doing all sorts of things. I'm told that she encountered something unusual down there. Vittlesperner tried to explain it to me, but I thought I'd hear it from the source. People? Living? Unblighted?
They call themselves the Fleshborn. Whole community of them, possibly more communities.
You know, they got any Paling Flame down there?
No. They seem to be protected by some sort of sigil. It's in their skin.
He sort of stumbles over to his desk a little bit, and he brushes some things aside, pulls a parchment out, and puts a quill down next to it, like pretty forcefully. You draw it?
We had one of our people take the note, but yeah, Una, can you?
Yeah, you draw the symbol. You don't have to. It's a circle. It's not a hard thing to remember. It's a circle.
Was it actually just a circle?
No, it's a circle with a chevron up through the bottom. Not familiar with that at all.
I assume there's something more to it than just drawing the symbol on your skin.
If it were that simple and we haven't known it all these years, then I'd feel a damn fool.
And there is a downside. Once an individual has undergone whatever this ritual is, while they are immune to the blight, they cannot leave the blight. So, one of your men is alive and stuck in the blight.
Right. Well,
They say that the symbol protects them from the blight, but it also keeps them within the blight.
yeah, there's all sorts of theories on what the blight is. Plenty of knight enchanters have, smarter than me, have said it's all some sort of big spell. Imagine some sort of sigil involved there. That would make a lot of sense.
We may have some information on that. There's a reason we wanted to speak with you. When speaking with the Fleshborn, again, what they call themselves, they spoke for a bit of their history, mythology, as it were. They mentioned an individual known as the Grey Wanderer. Your Knight Enchanter informed us we needed to let you know about that. Apparently, the Blight came, and the Grey Wanderer behind it, who gave them this protection, this symbol, this magic that would keep them safe from the Blight.
The Wanderer.
Your Knight Enchanter wanted to make sure that information got to you.
Aye, that is interesting.
He said it was similar to
The Flame
mythology of...
Right.
Yes.
Well, I mean,
But by a different name.
In our stories, in our doctrine, Flame Tender emerged from the Blight right before it reached Garrus, stopped it with the Paling Flame, gave it to us, and, well, it still tends it to this day. I say it, because I, despite being Knight Commander, never actually been in its presence. For that, you'd need to speak to my counterpart. You need to speak to the Knight Speaker, but, well, as she is wont to do, she is with the Flame Tender, and there's no getting her. Grey Wanderer, you say, followed the Blight, and it taught them this sigil.
granted them their protection.
Just like the tender did for us, but different. Different. That is concerning. That is... Listen, between the three of us, I'm a military man. I believe in the paling flame and its power, and the good that it does for us, but in terms of the spiritual nature of our organization, well, you know, it's never been something I've been too occupied with. So I'm afraid I don't know as much as I probably should in this situation. Damn, Clemens was here, but...
Either way, we wanted to make sure we got the information as high up as we could.
Thank you for telling me. I can make sure
And we
to speak with the experts on the matter about it.
We did not inform previous people we've spoken to.
You didn't tell Vittlesburner?
No, just figured we should take it to the top first.
No, that's all right. She won't be happy to hear that later. She's an ambitious one. Got an eye on my job someday.
The other thing, I'm not sure if she fills you in, but she is on her way, or part of...
Yes, she told me.
Yeah, we're attempting to parlay with them.
Really, protocol dictates she should have let me do that, but results the same either way. Doesn't really matter much to me. As long as her men are in safe hands on the way down. As long as we can get a line of communication up to this Knight Enchanter. May be heartless of me to say, but his loss may be our gain as an order. To have someone on the inside, now that could be very useful.
I should warn, not everyone of the Fleshborn was fully on board with contact with us outsiders, as they called us.
I could see why they wouldn't be. We're
But
sort of
generally
diametrically opposed, in a way.
But they did agree to it. So.
I'm interested in what these Fleshborn have to say, but to be honest with you, I'm much more interested in the knowledge that you can live in that thing. That could be useful. Certain members of our order who have lost a lot to the Blight and would sacrifice more to see it beat back. If you're telling me there's a way for them to do that and be effective, then it's something to consider.
Oh, the symbol. We should mention the Grey Beasts seem to ignore those who wear it.
Now that is even better news. Undetectable scouts within enemy lines.
Trapped for the rest of their lives in the Grey Blight.
Lives that would have ended fighting the Grey Blight anyway.
Suppose.
Listen, son, I don't know what your situation is, and I don't know, and I don't intend any slight by this, but, when you're locked in a battle for survival like we are, there's no risk too great. There's no loss you can't accept if it'll turn into a victory in the end.
Well, that I can relate to. I've been in my fair share of terrible places and made choices to get out. So, yeah.
Well, you see where I'm coming from. Well, thank you. Thank you for all this information. I'm sure Vittlesburner paid you for the quest.
Oh, yes.
Good.
We were paid as agreed upon.
Good. Well, you've done us a service. It's not a thing we'll forget soon. If you need,
Of course.
If you need anything from us, do let us know.
Well, just remember the bright futures are always got your back.
Listen.
We'll,
son. I've been in enough negotiations in my life to tell you're angling for something in the future, and let me just come out and tell you, you got it.
Oh, I'll hold you to that. Una, anything else I'm forgetting from the story?
Nope.
Then it has been a pleasure.
If this Grey Wanderer situation turns into something more intense, might send some folks over your way.
You know where to find us? Hagen State, just over the mountains.
Aye. Well, much to think about. Thank you.
We'll be in town a few more days if you need us.
Ah, then go have some moon milk on me. Tell old Nightshade that your friend's a sturdy shield.
You know I liked you. And with that,
Cool. Head on out. So down at the border, after Tether, you waited what felt like a painstakingly long time for these two soldiers to get sort of kitted out in their ritual, and then even longer for Captain Diddlespurter to also get geared up when she arrived late. Finally, you make it to the edge of the Grey Blight.
Oh, she was gabbing the entire time they were getting ready.
At a certain point, they stopped paying attention to you. The man, Black Thumb, was chuckling the whole time, though. He seemed very entertained by your whole deal. Not really responding to you in any way, but he seemed tickled by it. But they head on down. Everett, you see 4 figures approaching, Tether, and 3 fully bubbled and wrapped up members of the order.
And that's when I decided. I don't care what the books say. I'm gonna call spiders a bug. And you know what? I think that's fair.
Hey,
Oh,
Tyler.
hi! These are my friends. Hi, new friends. These are my other friends. One is an older friend, and one is a newer friend, but older than you as friend.
Well, it's nice to meet you. My name's Everett Cornelius Nelson, and this is Tapestry.
Yeah, it's hard to see Tapestry through the veil of the blight, but you know, there's a shape made out there. You hear Tapestry's voice sort of faintly come from across the veil. It says, "You 3 of you, you're the ones who are supposed to come. Okay, well, follow me. Stay quiet. Don't draw those blades. Grey Beast will be on you in a second, or the Fog Beast will be on you in a second." And Fiddlesburner says to the 2 of you, "Thank you. We'll take it from here."
Tapestry, if you ever get out of there, I'll let them know where to find me in town, and you can find me if you wanted.
I mean, that sounds nice, but I don't really think I'm gonna leave here. I can't, so.
Well, maybe someday. You never know.
Yeah.
Magic's weird like that.
No, that's true. All that stuff that you described sounded pretty nice, so it would be cool to see that.
Yeah, Bright Futures Initiative is what we're called. You'll be able to find us that way in near Kelshar. So.
Okay. Well, thanks for staying around, Everett. And thanks for trying with that tree thing.
Yeah, maybe I can try again tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Well.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, Tapestry! I forgot to ask when I was there, but I didn't want to ask because some people seemed a little mad.
Yeah.
Those little those light up bugs.
Yeah.
Do you have any like spare ones?
Well,
Could I have one?
I don't have them with me, but we have a whole colony of them that we breed.
She's gonna turn to the guy that seemed amused. Hey, when you come back, could you bring me one of those bugs?
Never change, kid. And he turns and he goes into the.
I sure would like to. Bye.
Goes into the blight. And Tapestry leading them away. Cool.
Well, I'm sure they'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm sure too. Do you want to help me out with something?
Yeah. What do you
We have
need?
to make funeral costumes for everyone.
Oh, who died?
Oh, it's Shandi's trying to become the class clown of the group, so try to be very encouraging. He's wants a funeral for his belt, So I thought we could like go and get some like bolts of like maybe like black fabric, make some funeral veils, the whole 9 yards.
I've only ever been on the other side of a funeral before. Oh
Ah, good one.
What a
no,
statement.
well, it's kind of a celebration on the other side. It's lots of like bright colors, and everybody's like welcome, you know. And so I don't know. I mean, I guess we could be sad about it, but
Yeah, when I thought I died, I just felt pain.
well, yeah, you didn't make it to the other side because you didn't die. You just thought you died. So, but it's not so bad. Anyway, no, I'll be sad. I'll try to be sad. I'll pretend to be
No,
sad.
yeah, it's pretending. Yes,
Okay.
and we should all take an
Sounds
improv class.
Don't make me do this.
What's that?
Don't do this. Don't make me run fantasy fucking improv for you.
What's
guys.
that? I've been in a...
coming up. Una's dad could lead it.
Today we're gonna work on object work. Now everyone grab your sword.
I've lived in a library and sucked in all of the knowledge that there's been in 2,000 years, and I've never heard of that once. What is that?
Improv.
You
not
didn't read a
canon.
book called the Upright Citizens Brigade Manual?
All right, well.
Okay, let's go shopping.
Sounds good.
Everett, I believe you know a tailor in town, so you could probably get clothes and.
I do know a tailor in town, and I go to them.
From Phineas Button.
I go to Phineas Button.
Yeah, you head on over. He's like, "Ah, my young friend, you're looking a little see-through."
Ah, yes. My medium-aged friend. We need to look sad. Do you have anything for sadness?
I've got plenty of mourning attire, if that's what you require.
Yeah, morning attire for 6 people. I like the idea of like a funeral veil situation.
We can do that for you.
Just-
No problem.
The whole 9 yards, honestly.
Sure thing. Don't get you all rolled up. I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, thank you.
Taylor,
Looks a
do you
little
think I
concerned
should,
about that, and then goes to the back.
Taylor, do
Yeah.
you think that I feel like it's against my culture to be sad about death. Do you think I should get like a foam finger or something?
Everett, I'm sorry. I'm just want to run through. In our pretend funeral for Shandi's belt, you're worried about how your views on death would be perceived by others in this yes and environment, and so you
Wait, this
are
is for a
acting
belt?
Yeah, Shandi's belt.
Why are we spending money on this?
Because why have money if you don't immediately spend it?
No, we could be saving for the zoo, and we're
It's
just
on
spending-
me, Everett. It's on me.
Okay.
I make poisons that kill people. They pay me for it.
It's true.
So yes, I would love for you to have a foam figure
Did
saying
Sean-
I love death.
Did Shandi have a special relationship with? I've never heard him talk about it, and
It's the one he wears all the time. He won it in a hot dog eating competition,
I wear this jersey all the time. It doesn't mean that I would hold a funeral
which is why it's funny, Everett. And okay, maybe it's not the most funny thing ever, but Shandi really is trying to become a jokester, and we need to encourage that.
So this is a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
But yeah, excuse me, can we have also a foam finger that says like I love death?
But make it
the
black.
head- the
Make it
head
a black
peeks out,
foam
says,
finger.
I can't do that for. I don't have foam. There's
Okay.
They sell sort of fan paraphernalia down by the arenas. You could probably pick something up there and modify it. You go to
Oh yeah,
the,
we
uh,
could
the
dye
gate-
it
if you go
black
to the
and then
gatehouse-
paint it. Okay, cool. Thank you so much. Is this like we paint get it now and pay, or like we pay and get it later, or like get
It's
it later and pay later?
10 gold, and I got it all for you here. I don't know the
Gotcha.
size of anyone who you're trying to fit, so it might not. Be
Well,
correctly
3
sized.
people you've already dressed, so you have their measurements, and then there's me, and then there's a halfling, and then Tyr is like
This
this
do.
much
And
taller-
He just hands over a big swaddle of cloth for you.
Thank you so much.
And there's a veil in there too. It's pretty big, in case you wanted to fit it on yourself there.
I did.
There you go.
Thank you.
So this is highly metaphysical, and if it doesn't happen, then you can tell me that. But is there some manner of me generating other ethereal stuff?
That's not
Like,
a capability you have, no.
Okay, like I died wearing the clothes that I died in, right?
Yeah.
And I have them. I have those clothes, right? And
yeah,
then
but you put stuff over them often.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering, is there a way for me to like make a belt so that way it seems like the belt crossed over to the other side?
We could prestidigitation.
Minor illusion would be a way to do that.
Okay. So it's not. So it's an illusory belt. I can't make a literal ghost
No,
belt.
that's not
Yeah.
that's not a
There's
power
no
you
belt.
have, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Floats up.
As the belt floats up, I use Druidcraft to play My Heart Will Go On.
It floats up from the threads of the old belt, like in cartoons when they die.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Cool.
This isn't
All right.
good.
Sounds good.
What it's this will be good.
My Heart Will Go On does sound great on a little pan flute.
Yeah.
Not every song does sound good on a pan flute.
Hey,
but
hey,
that one does.
Kelsey. That's why I picked it.
All right, you get all your stuff. You head back. You can pick up a foam finger. For Falcon.
What does it say?
It says "Go Falcons Go" on it.
We're gonna dye it black, and then in white paint, gonna paint over it. I love death.
Okay, so for the foam finger and the paint, that's 5 more gold.
No, I love belts.
Oh, I love belts. So sorry. So I spent 15 gold.
Yep.
Oh, I'm playing. I forgot. It was on his turn. Let me log out and log back in.
Why were you on his turn? Turn's dead.
Turn's dead?
I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what Phoenix says. I don't know.
Oh, I can't
Turn came
wait
back
for
with no
Turn.
memories last time. I didn't come up with that.
I can't wait for Turn and Pierre to see each other again, and Phoenix has to
play both of
RP
them.
all of that by
Aw.
by himself.
Some childhood friend reunion RP'd by one man. Speaking of improv. Alright, you all make it back to the Adventurers Guild. So you get there, Pierre lets you know that Shandi, I assume, has gone up to his room and laid down in a dark room. It is, I mean, it's approaching nighttime at this point anyway, like the sun is setting.
Did
so.
we tell Averth we were headed to the Graveblight?
I don't think you did.
Because if he was pissed about us trying to fight a dragon, he's probably also going to be pissed we went into the Graveblight.
Well, we're not bringing a head back this
Hey,
time.
No. I think we should
completed another mission. It's extra credit. We fucking killed this
I mean,
assignment.
I would still love to tell him because I think it's funny. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's reading a book and drinking some ale.
I have a
down at
disguise
the,
kit. I could paint a bunch of gray blight on us. No,
that's too much. That's too much.
That was also a joke. I should keep the joking to the real jokesters.
like Shandi.
Evening, Averth.
Shandi.
Like
Like
Shandi.
Shandi.
Hello. So, your gear looks a little different.
Does it?
There's some-
Wait, no, out of character. Does it?
Yeah, there's some blight stains on it for sure.
I don't know if I took anything.
Doesn't matter. They're still blight stained.
I don't think I took anything non-magical in.
Doesn't matter. They're still blight stained. They didn't deteriorate and become trash.
Oh.
But there's definitely some blight stains on there.
Oh yeah, you know. Well, trip through the Graveblight and back.
Had to finish with a bang.
Well,
Yeah.
I suppose so. Is that
Met
why,
some of the.
Is that why Shandi went straight to his room?
A B
Yes.
wasn't good enough. I wanted
He-
that A.
He was upset about his belt having deteriorated in the Graveblight. It meant that belt meant a lot to him.
I probably should
And
have
it,
taken it with him then, but so, you went into the
He
you went into
he
the
never
Greenlight.
he never took that off. Yeah, no, it's interesting. We now keep this on the down low, but we encountered a previously uncontacted group of natives who live in the Greyblight.
Yeah, the Fleshborn.
And,
yes, yeah.
Oh, you knew?
Excuse.
No. Yeah, I'm learning now for the first time. Shanti said it.
Oh, no. No.
Confused.
That's the name they used for themselves. So you know about the Grey.
The what?
I say gray, you say.
Their important figure in their mythology.
No, I don't know. The gray guy, the gray man, perhaps.
Aha, okay. Averith, are you the wizard who hangs out in the Greyblight?
You think I'm the mage tyrant?
Oh, right, that's different. That's
Phenotype.
different. They were talking about him. They were like, he walks around. He's like
What do
near
you
his
know about
tower.
I
You know-
have met the mage tyrant before. It was not
What's
a
he
pleasant
like?
meeting.
Oh.
Well, he's different every time you meet him, unfortunately.
They said he keeps to himself.
Yes, he does, unless he feels threatened, and another modestly powerful wizard appearing in his domain could be perceived as a threat.
You threatened the mage tyrant?
Not on purpose.
Just your aura.
I can't believe this. We did a whole quest. We negotiated a parlay between the Fleshborn and the Paling Flame, and then we get here and you're like, I already knew about him.
This is why we need to
I'm
check
not-
in with our elders more.
I am not. This was not something I was supposed to share. I was sworn to secrecy by their elders. And
Elders suck.
Yeah,
They
that
were
one old
rude.
guy, awful.
Incredibly mean.
Right. Yes. That wasn't the experience I had, but
They didn't like us showing up unannounced, and apparently it had some bad interactions with some people who had just come through before us.
Yeah, my people.
Too many mouths, they said.
Lots of mouths.
right. Speaking of that, I was asked to give you a note, Una.
Oh no.
Someone took on
Avery.
that job.
Averth, I can't anymore.
Well, I just thought you should know
What
that.
job? Oh, right.
Yes. You asked for this information.
I did ask for this. Sorry.
From what I read of these notes, and I did also take a peek myself, I do believe that these were halflings of your bloodline.
Mhm.
Seems, and I did know this as well, but it seems as though certain, how should I put this in layman's terms, certain frequencies of magic are able to, not coexist, but intermingle with the spell that is the Grey Blight. I mean, the Grey Blight, and neutralize its effects, although it seems as though their psychic interference they were running wasn't 100% complete, as most of them did die in transit. And the one that arrived was severely wounded from the blight and the beasts and whatnot. So, it does seem like your friend has been sending company to try to greet you while you're here and not contactable in the normal way.
Mhm.
Which is not good news, I know, but I thought you should know. But you asked for that, so I will be the messenger. Let's just keep this whole mage tyrant, me knowing about the Fleshborn thing between us. Yes.
Okay.
I wasn't
No reason
I wasn't
not to.
supposed to know. You just sort of caught me off guard, and I was like, oh, you could have died on my watch, and that would have really ruined a lot of things
No,
for
I
my
have a question.
emotional well-being, you know.
I have a question. We were sent here specifically to Garric Bastion
Yes.
to do quests. That was
Yes.
the whole point of this assignment.
Right.
Now, on one side, we have the mountains,
Yes.
full of danger and mystery.
Well,
And on the other side-
more danger than anticipated. We'll be honest.
Right. And then on the other side, there's the Grey Blight. And every time we've Right. It's maybe not exactly,
Right,
but
right.
and every time we've come back, you've been like, "Oh my gosh, you did what? What did you think was the point of this? What did you think we would do? We'd be pulling cats out of trees around the city."
Listen, I didn't devise this field trip personally. What I was told is you were supposed to, since you're eventually to become heroes of the realm, these trips, these excursions, to get you used to the different cultures of the quite diverse empire that you reside in. And this is an extreme example. I did not expect you to wander into the Greyblight unattended. In fact, I am here in case you wanted to go in the Greyblight, and I could make sure you didn't die in there. But you didn't tell me, so I couldn't help.
And to be fair, Septon, we have been going for the S tier, as close to S tier quests as
Yes,
we have only
overachieved quite a bit, actually.
That's at
least That's at least an A- at this point.
I think you're getting full marks.
Oh, thank goodness.
Can any extra credit I receive go to Shandi?
You're all receiving the same credit.
Yeah, but if there's any extra credit, can mine go to Shandi?
I really
I will see what I can do, Tether.
I really like this recurring bit of Septon trying to goad Una into doing one more quest by being like, well, it's like a 98 out of 100. I once had a friend in high school tell me they would rather get an 85 than an 89 because when they get an 89, they were pissed it was a B and not an A.
I get that.
And I was like, 89, and I was like, but 89 is objectively better than 85.
I get that. That makes a lot of sense to me.
No, that's insane person talk.
No, that makes a lot
First of all, a B is a passing. You just get Bs. That's all you need.
Nah.
Aver, did you bring any funeral attire?
What?
Funeral attire?
We are holding a funeral for Shanti's belt.
Oh,
it is really, really getting to him to a suspicious degree.
Also, it's about sunset. We should do that.
Or he's messing with us and it's very funny.
I have all the costumes.
We should get to that soon. Sunset.
Well, there is a fire out back if you wanted to hold a fire for it.
I think that
Yeah.
is probably the best way to do it. But then we will be in front of the rest of the Adventurers Guild as we do so.
I can
Well,
speak.
Hardy might
I
want
can
it to be
speak to the
private.
proprietress and ask to clear the backyard for the night.
Or we could just do it in front of everyone, and if they ask, we did in fact lose some of the Greyblight, and this was their belt.
Well, if you lost someone to the, yes, that's fine. Yes.
They're like
No,
counting.
I just say we lost a belt, and it was a good ass belt.
It was a very
I
good belt.
wonder if that would be taken as insulting to some people.
Yeah. No, we 100% take it seriously. If they ask, we say we lost a belt, and gosh, it was the best fucking belt in the whole world.
That's good, Tether.
Am I here?
So much.
Yeah, you're here.
Oh, I thought I wasn't here, but now Tether's speaking, so now I'm here.
You're
Okay,
all back
here.
again.
Aver, I tried real hard to dispel the Greyblight, not because I thought it would work, but because I wanted to know what would happen, and then I just couldn't.
Yeah.
I just couldn't get it to work, none.
Yes, if it was easily dispellable, then it wouldn't really be much of a problem.
Yeah, but it helps you understand its magical properties to try stuff on it. I just couldn't even get it to work. Not even a little bit.
Inquisitive
Didn't you
mind
also-
does a good wizard make, yes.
Didn't you also like try to look at it and hurt yourself?
Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you this. So, I went to the ethereal plane for a minute,
Right. And
you know,
assaulted
and
by
it
the
was-
spell, then, weren't you?
it was awful. It was
Yes.
just screeching loud.
Yes, that is arcane geometry at its worst, I'm afraid.
However, if you do go into the ethereal plane in a safer zone and you're close by, you can actually feel this sort of not abominations, what's the word? When something's different than something else.
Anomalies?
Anomalies. You can feel the anomalies like in the Greyblight itself. So you
Yes.
can position yourself next to any place that the Greyblight is not.
With a suitable sort of detect magic spell, you can do the same, though you have to be good at filtering out the noise, because you'll detect magic everywhere except for the right places. When I tried to teleport here, I did find myself smack dab in the middle of the blight, and that's how I made my way back up as well.
Well, do you think there's any hope of ever dispelling the Grey Blight?
Well, I'll be honest with you, it's not something I've looked much into myself. After my experience with the Mage Tyrant, it's not an individual I'd much like to speak to again.
I bet you we could take him.
I bet you can't.
No, not all of, not us. I mean, you too. Us all together.
Oh, well, if the Sortilegium could take him, and if they would take him, are two very different prospects. Not only the fact that he's functionally immortal, so...
Functionally?
Yes, if he dies, he just comes right back.
Yeah, but I imagine that some magical effects that he had created would be at least paused, right? The magic just wouldn't persist.
But it does. Believe me, attempts have been made.
Interesting. So it would have to be something where you'd get him to agree to let it go.
So, allegedly, sometimes he has. At a certain point, I do think it's out of his hands as well. But it depends on which one of him you talk to.
Why does he allow it to continue? What does he gain?
That is a question that I'm not sure even he can answer at this point.
So it's just there just cause he sad old guy.
I'm sure there was a reason to begin with, but I'm not old enough to know to have been around for that. Nor is really most anyone I know.
Interesting. Well, there's a lot of people in there that they're living kind of sad lives, and they don't need to be.
Yes. Well, at least they're living.
I suppose.
But Everett, here's I won't say friend, but mentor of mine that I knew a long time ago that you remind me very much of. He once opened my eyes to this, and it's hard to unsee, and most people in this world are leading very sad lives. And as men of means, as people of power, as people who have climbed the ranks, climbed echelons, gained power, we have a choice to make. We can let those lives continue like that, or we can do something about it.
Yeah. Death ain't so bad either, just saying.
Well, you're not experiencing death, strictly speaking, Everett.
Well,
it's undeath. It's really the absence of death where there probably should be.
Oh. I guess I never thought about it that way. Well.
Though, I mean,
okay.
Depending on who you ask, death isn't so bad. I know a few who have done it. Most of them don't even want to come back afterwards.
Well, this has been nice. I'll talk to you later when I have more to report.
Right. Please don't go to the Gravelight again without telling me, all of you. Good luck with the funeral. I do hope you can make Shandi feel welcome and taken care of, though I'm sure that will be no problem. And do let me know if you need anything. I'll be here. My hair going quickly gray with every passing day.
From the Gravelight?
Yeah, there's a way you can make it go quicker.
From all of you.
Listen.
We just dyed this own finger black. We can dye your hair too.
That's quite all right. It was.
I listen.
It was a matter of expression. I do not presume to tell you what you can and cannot do. I am simply an adjunct teacher here. But I worry that you will meet an untimely demise, and I could have done something to prevent it.
We'll be fine.
Yes, I'm sure you will.
See you in the back.
It's a paternal instinct. I have friends, like childhood friends, that reckless as you are, and it's ingrained in me.
Okay. Well,
Let's go
Hi.
check on Shandi.
Yeah.
let's go check on Shandi.
All right, Shandi.
Just a sad,
Should we all put
knock,
our
knock,
stuff on before
Yeah.
our funeral attire on before, and
I think
just
so.
creepily open the door?
You hear a knock on your door, Shandi.
Shandi is laying face down in his bed, and he does not reply.
Hey, buddy.
You see Shandi laying face down in his bed.
Buddy.
Oh, buddy. How are you holding up, champ?
You know, you never really know when you have something special until it's torn from your grasp.
Yeah.
No one should have to feel what you're feeling.
What we're all feeling, Tether. I know this has come as a hard blow to all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would you
it
like
has.
to get your head out of the pillow real quick? We have a little surprise for you.
Yeah, all of this is.
All this is muffled. He turns his head to look.
We're all in black veils.
Surprise!
Oh no.
I don't know if that's
Oh,
quite
alright.
right.
We're hosting a funeral out back.
I would.
You want to get in some
Do you want to
appropriate
do
clothes?
burial or cremation?
I suppose cremation is what's most appropriate in this scenario. I knew it was coming. I didn't realize we'd be doing it so soon.
With our career, you know, like we don't know what the next day will bring. So might as well
I
do-
understand.
Do you need
I'll-
help get up?
No, I'll get dressed. And I'll bring it out back.
Okay.
Cool.
Do you need anything? Warm glass of.
The support from my friends is really all I need right now, and I thank you all for it.
No problem.
And somebody promised us moon milk. We could bring moon milk to the funeral.
we should. Oh my god! I think I can get there fast enough.
Okay, mention you're good with Yardic's sturdy shield.
Well, yeah, and we've been to the moon milk lounge before.
You-
I'll definitely.
True.
You know old Nightshade, yeah.
Yeah. I'll get some moon milk. I'll be back in a flash.
Okay, bye.
I'll use as many spell slots and wild shapes needed to get there as fast.
You go. The rest of you, are you going out to requisition the campfire for belt burning purposes?
I'll handle
Sure.
As
logistics.
you all come out, the adventurers sitting out back look and see all of you in black, and they sort of sober up, and like look around as you approach, and they all sort of take a respectful distance back, as they kind of get a sense for what's going on here. You get it all set up. Shandi, how long do you take?
Not too long, but like longer than you'd expect. Definitely dragging his feet a little bit.
Spending some last moments with it.
Yeah, but eventually he emerges in his funeral blacks, holding the belt with the remains of the belt in both hands.
The not crowd, but the group of individuals around, there's some like looks of confusion between them as he comes out. As he arrives, Tether, you do burst back on the scene with a couple of mugs of moon milk.
Thank God.
Alright, Shandi, you make your solemn procession to the pyre. As everybody
Yeah,
looks
I
on
make
silence.
my way to the pyre. I look at the belt and I mutter, "Well, old friend, I suppose this is it. You've been with me for a long time. You were perhaps the most treasured companion I've had over the course of these many months. Now that you're gone, I don't know what I'll do without you. I suppose we should just get this over with. And he drops the belt into the pyre, falls to his knees, and head back wails in agony.
Tether joins him in keening. Ah!
Una in Septon's head just goes, okay, not gonna take that one personally.
Just gonna walk forward and put his hand on Shandi's shoulder.
Everett raises the
No.
foam finger.
To the sky as the smoke wafts up of the belt.
Do 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 do.
like the third
The
Hobbit
other-
movie.
Does the rest
Shandi
of the-
turns to Septon and goes, Septon, why does it hurt?
I'm not gonna say that line. I'm not finishing that line. The line sucks so bad.
Why does
Are
it
there
hurt so
still-
much?
Are there still other people around?
Yeah, yeah.
In their heads, can I be going, bow, bow, bow?
They all sort of look around, but then they all bow.
To be fair, to them it might just. Hell's going on here? To them it might look like we're just someone we knew's belt.
all that was
and they
left of him.
died.
It was all that was left of him.
A real gruff, bearded fella. Huge, battle-scarred, big old, notched battle axe on his back. Takes a couple steps forward and puts his meaty hand on your shoulder, Shandi. I lost my father's sword to the Grey Blight. Last thing I had of him. I understand your pain, lad. It'll never pass, but it does get better. It claps you on the shoulder a couple of times.
I suppose that's some solace, but it's too fresh. Too fresh to think that far ahead.
Feel what you're feeling, lad. Feel what you're feeling.
Tether hands out the moon milk to all her friends, and then she yells out, We're celebrating a life tonight! Drinks are on me!
And they don't cheer, but they solemnly they all sort of go inside and get their drinks. And legitimately, the night starts to turn into conversations of people talking about not people, but things they have lost to the Grey Blight. And it seems to be triggering a lot more emotion than really anybody anticipated.
Is Blake cutting
Yeah,
in and
you're
out for
cutting
anybody
in
else?
and out.
Yeah,
You're cutting in and out.
Yeah, I mean that's.
It's a shame because I'm very interested in what you're saying, and it's cutting in and out.
Okay, give me 1 second. I gotta fix this. I know how to do it too. Alright, that should be better. Hopefully.
As the belt burns in the fire, Everett pulls out a glork and just draws an image of the belt burning.
And it fades away like the smoke of the belt. No, what I was saying is that the night does turn into this legitimate conversation about things, not people, that have been lost to the Grey Blight, and it's inspiring a lot more emotion than it seems as though anyone expected, as the whole night sort of becomes remembrances for the things lost to the Grey Blight.
Tether's gonna whisper to Una, Wow, everyone yes hands so well.
Must be an improv school here.
Several mercenaries come over to you, Shandi, and offer their condolences as the night goes on.
Shandi's getting progressively more sad drunk as he keeps drinking the moon milk that Tether's offering
Yeah,
him.
the moon milk gets you drunk fucking quick. Too.
Yeah,
This
baby.
shit is borderline rubbing alcohol.
I forgot about that.
Yummy.
Woohoo!
A couple an hour maybe later, Averith does come out and looks around and goes, "Well, I see that the funeral happened. It was a magnificent belt, Shandi."
Thank you.
He's gonna pat you on the back and say, "Let me know if you need me to find someone to cast lesser restoration in a little bit to the rest of you before heading inside.
You want some milk? Moon milk?
I will be just all right, Tether. Thank you, though, but do not stop on my
You
account.
can't handle it. That's what I'm.
Hey, Birth, you can't handle moon milk?
I am not a heavy drinker, I'm afraid. You.
Me
you are
neither.
right. Well, yes, I have seen that. Is anybody not drinking? He's gonna sort of go over to you and say, just make sure they don't hurt themselves, alright?
Una's doing the thing where she's kind of leaning, sleeping on Tether. Every
Heather's
now
gonna
and
try
then.
to get her to be able to sleep, lie down and sleep on her head as she balances.
Every now and then doing like standing up to be like, no, I can walk.
I'm not even drunk.
Septon's got an arm around Shandi. He's like, listen. When I look at you, I don't see a belt that says bottomless gut, but I still see the bottomless gut. Okay, and we're gonna go back.
Beside you all the time.
We're gonna go back, and you're gonna win another one. You're gonna win again.
You gotta
And
get a better belt this time.
That's right. You'll compete all across the land as the bottomless gut.
You can get as many belts as you want.
It's almost fall break.
Does that mean we can go back to the beach?
We gotta go back.
If you want 8,000 belts, we'll get them.
That's where that's where I won Rip Rap. He's okay though, still.
He's fine.
okay.
He's
Yeah.
fine. He didn't go to the blight.
Tether, you can go to the beach. Everett, have you seen a beach before?
Oh,
I haven't seen a beach before.
Tether, this is gonna be amazing for you.
I've seen many beaches.
Okay, but you haven't seen this beach.
Everett is going to preemptively cast floating disc.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just sort of start to like usher, like shepherd them like slowly onto the disc.
Party's still going. What?
No.
What's going on? Why are we getting on the disc? Where are we
I
going?
don't need an Uber right now.
No, wait. Heather stands on the disc, and she starts singing karaoke. What's the song that we know from Kelshar?
I mean,
Karaoke.
you know plenty of like marching songs. You also know a bunch of songs from the parties you have been to in Throne. So
No, I'm not. I'm still cognizant enough to not sing those.
I wasn't trying to gotcha.
Heather's never been there.
That's true.
Sing a kobold that I used to know. It's my favorite.
Not a very good song. It's not-
There's somebody the couple I used to know. But you didn't have to steal my gold.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
This is the best part.
All right, yeah. I mean, it's sort of turned into a bit more of a wake at this point, where there are many songs being sung, tales being told. There's some yelling, there's some singing. Everyone's pretty drunk. It seems like more moon milk was procured by other members of the moot, so people are they're a little. I mean, it's not a rager by any means, but it's certainly a little rowdy. Wake style, you know. But before too long, people start passing out. People start heading to bed. And the fire begins to die down.
Okay, I'm napping on the disc. I'm gonna take a nap right
Luna
here.
takes up the entire disc. Yeah.
What do you say, Shandi? What do you say? And I sort of like usher Shandi onto the disc as well.
Okay. It's nighttime again.
Heather's in the corner, facing a shrub, like a house plant. Yeah, and that's when I said I didn't even care, not even one bit. That's when I said I didn't even care even one bit, and that's what you
Didn't
need.
care
to do.
one bit.
Take it with you.
Right?
Take it with you. Here, put it. And I take the shrub and I put it on the disc.
Like, wait, with
What?
roots?
No, it's like a potted.
Oh.
Rip it out of the ground.
You can keep talking to it. Just Just here.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't care what she says. Not everyone likes having worms in near their roots. Yeah, it might fuel the soil, but what fuels your soil? You know?
Septon, do you want the ride, or you gonna hoof it?
I think I can walk it.
Okay.
I think I got it. Something very teetery follows behind.
How about just put one hand on it? Yeah?
No, I got it.
You got it,
Make a dex
Septon.
check
You
as we hit the
got it.
stairs.
A dex check. Dex save or dex check?
Check.
Hell yeah.
Nat 20.
Yeah,
26.
You're fucking running up those
got
stairs. Like, see?
He pushes past Everett and runs up the stairs.
You got it, buddy!
Heather starts breathing on the leaves. Does that taste good? Does that taste good?
Alright, Everett stops at girls' room, sort of
Thank
distributes Una and Tether on their beds.
Thank
Oh.
you.
See you in the morning. Do you want the shrub?
I throw a copper on the disc. Thank you for getting us home safely.
Nope, you keep that. It's
Mm,
I have
Hey,
I'll
more
get it.
money than
Bring-
one
bring-
than, a, than
Bring
someone
bring
can spend
bring
in a
her
lifetime.
bring her here. Bring her here.
I move the disc and Shandi over and the shrub.
Hey guys, I just come on.
Oh yeah.
Hey, bring him in.
I'm gonna just
Bring him
snuggle
in.
the middle.
Okay.
Come on, group up.
Hey guys. Oh yeah.
All
Hey
right,
guys.
Here.
sleep tight. Take the shrub. Take the shrub.
Yeah, baby. Do you want to meet my pot plant?
And Everett leaves
I
the
think
room
you
with
hit it
Shandi, and goes over to boys' room and distributes Shandi into Shandi's bed.
Thank you, nice man.
You got it anytime, buddy. Anytime. We'll always have the great blight with that belt. So, all right.
At
sleep
the
good.
mention of the belt, he rolls back onto his face down on the pillow.
And Everett
Really good.
dispels floating disc.
Cool.
Everett's gonna grab his bedroll, and he's going to check to make sure Septon's in his bed.
Septon in his bed.
No.
Sending casting message.
Septon's drunk texting, I think.
Septon,
Septon is, so let's be clear. This is not his bed. He's on the, like, rolled off on the floor on the other side of the bed, so not visible. And yes, casting message, because I learned that at 10th level.
okay, as long as you're in the room and not on something high. Okay.
What?
And I close the door.
Oh, I'm on a high, alright.
Drunk message it. That's sorry. That's so funny.
We'll get to that in a second. Where's Everett going?
So Everett takes his bedroll and
God, now I gotta think
Sort
of
of-
something to say.
laughs as he walks down the stairs,
Welcome.
and he's like, "Living can be so weird." And he's gonna.
You hear a voice say, "You could say that again, Everett." And you see that Averth is at the bar. No one else is there. It's pretty dark, but he's got a candle and he's reading a book.
Oh, hey, Everett.
Don't let me bother you.
What you reading?
But I have to keep up on my studies, you know.
Oh, I know.
You do notice he closes the book and puts his arm over it.
Is it something that we can talk about together? Or I like a book club. I
No,
could be
sure,
part of a book
it's-
club.
It's totally fine. I mean, he sort of slides it over your way. I don't know if you'd find it very interesting.
What about me indicates that there's anything that I wouldn't find interesting? Here, let me. And I open it up.
Yeah, it is a tome about the death of gods.
Wow. So some history. That's cool.
The thing we talked about yesterday, wow, really got me interested. If the power truly does exist, then well, who's using it? You know, who knows about it? This could be a dire threat.
Yeah. Yes, it could. Well, let me know what you find out, and if you have a second copy, I'll read it. And if when you finish it,
this isn't even mine. I'm borrowing this from our mutual friend in the tower.
Oh, great. Well, I can't wait to hear about it. I'm gonna go camping tonight, but I'll be back in the morning.
Do be careful.
No, I won't go far. I won't go far.
Don't go in the gray blight.
I won't.
Make a deception check. I feel like.
Okay, I will deceive. My plan is not actually to go in the grave light, but I am gonna go. Oh, natural 20, baby. Who cares? It don't matter.
All right. Just stay safe.
Okay.
Don't cause
Good night.
trouble. Good night.
Yeah, Everett's going to he's going to go towards the grave light.
Cool.
You
do as you go through the flame tender gate is closed. And there are guards there, but you could face through the wall, I'm pretty sure, if you wanted to.
Yeah,
so.
I'll just face through the wall. And I'll head out into that area, and I'm gonna like look for crypts and statues, mostly statues. I'm looking for statues.
But on the approach, or are you going into the Grey Blight right now?
I'm not going fully into the Grey Blight. I'm just looking for like the community that surrounds this magical effect is interesting to me. And if there are spirits in this area that are active and alive, I'd like to make contact with one.
All right, go and make an investigation check.
Cool. Oh, that's not as good as the other one. 13.
You search around. The approach, it's interesting. There's a pretty stark line between where the grass is alive and where the grass is blighted, even before the actual line of the fog. It has been pushed back a little bit, not very far, maybe like half a mile from like the edge of where it clearly once went to. Notice that no new life is growing in the approach either. You look around, and it doesn't seem terribly populated. You don't see any like ruined, and you don't see ruined much of anything. As you go around, it seems as though they haven't pushed back far enough. Whatever civilizations were here are actually in the blight itself. With a 13, you do find what looks to be a semi-permanent camp, clearly erected after the blight was pushed back. It's abandoned. It doesn't look like it's been used for quite some time, but there's like a fire pit that has been dug out and reinforced several times. There's definitely the remnants of a structure, though it looks like it has been pulled apart. Whatever it was before has been pulled apart, with just some sort of beams planted in the earth here to show that it was ever here.
Okay, I'm gonna look around and see if there was some manner of basement or some. I'm gonna like start walking around and just like the building and start like stepping on stuff.
Yeah, make another investigation check.
Oh, even worse. 11.
11. No basement. You do, though, notice a strange effigy, a humanoid-looking effigy made out of petrified wood, or not petrified, but cursed wood. It's not very. It doesn't seem very malleable, but they've just sort of chipped it off, almost as though they were stone carving. It is crudely in the shape of a person. That's about all the detail there is in it. It's probably like Una-sized, though.
Okay, so like not huge.
No.
But okay.
And it is toppled over, sort of next to where this building once was.
Cool. I'm going to put it right side up. And I'm gonna see if there is any like manner of like name or other label of some sort. Symbol.
Yeah, I mean, you do see a symbol sort of etched into its chest. It looks like two crossed lines, with sort of like almost like a haste. It's not very well drawn, but it's two crossed lines as they've scratched it several times in a circle, almost forming like a circle with an X behind it. And there are some triangles coming off the top and bottom of the circle. It's very poorly drawn, or etched in there, but it is there. There is a symbol of some kind.
Well, I don't think anyone would mind. And Everett is going to lay down next to the statue and try to get some rest.
Cool. All right. You find yourself asleep. All right. You all can take a long rest. Oh, wait. Before that, Septon, you drunk texting? What are we doing?
Oh, no, okay. Yeah, I did think of what I'm going to say.
Okay.
Hey. Did I tell you I killed a dragon the other day? And then he passes out. Yes. And I want you to know he has no recollection of sending that.
Yep. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Does drunkenness come through in a message? Like, if a person casts a message on you, do you hear them, like, slurring their words?
There's no raw for that. It's
funny.
We've been kind of playing it that it's like a telephone, so, like, I'm gonna say yes. Yeah.
Rule funny.
Yeah. But, yeah, do you fall asleep? If a response comes, you don't know.
No fucking clue.
You pass out. Cool. Morning comes. Everybody except for Everett make a con save for me.
$17.
All right, you're feeling pretty good. I'm tired, maybe, but
16.
same for you.
13.
Yeah, I mean, you feel a little beat, but you're not fucked or anything.
7.
You have you have advantage, remember, on these saves? Cause
yeah!
you're an
Poisoner!
Oh, but yeah, also poisoner.
15.
Yeah, you're okay.
Yeah, I think they're creating the alcoholic feat. In the
That'd be a
new-
great feat.
Yeah.
This new edition that's coming out.
It's a prereq for the Tavern Brawler
Yeah,
feat.
you
You
have
have
to
to
have
take
it.
alcoholic.
You're all feeling alright. Everett, you wake up. Have you used your feature perchance?
Yes, I've used my feature.
Alright, what are you getting?
I think I'm gonna call upon the spirit of a healer.
Spirit of a healer, huh? Okay. Let me pull out my lore document and figure out what we're doing here.
Or I mean,
No,
surprise
this is
me if
fine.
there's something that makes sense for this region.
No, healer's good. I just gotta pick which thing it's gonna be. Okay. Yeah, the statue animates as you awake, and you can sense that there is a presence within it.
Good morning.
Hello? What's going on?
It's morning. We're exactly pretty close to the Grey Blight.
Well, sorry, what's the Grey Blight and who are you?
My name's Everett Cornelius Nelson.
Oh,
It's nice to meet you.
why am I a rock?
Oh, you're not a rock. You're wood, actually. Well,
Oh.
you're sort of old.
I guess I am, huh?
What's your name?
Well, my name's Annabelle, but my friends call me Belle.
Belle. Oh, it's good to meet you, Belle. I am a wizard of town.
Oh,
And
you're
I
a
have
wizard!
all-
Wow!
I have called upon your spirit to join itself to this statue and go on an adventure.
Oh, alright. I feel like I gotta get back to work. I was just taking a bit of a nap, but, I should. Well, I wouldn't say no to a wizard. One of you. I mean, you're kind of nothing but nice to our town. So
I have to tell you something, Bill, and I'm sorry to say this, but somebody said it to me once, so it's important somebody says it to you and says it true. You're dead.
Oh.
Just like me, I'm also dead.
Oh, well, that ain't good.
But it's okay, right? You're still here. Well, you're here for now.
Well, I was supposed to bring the medicine back to Mom and Pa. So, how long ago did I die?
I don't know. We can try to find that out together. I know a little bit about history. What was this place called when you died? Or what was this place called the last time you remember?
Well, I was getting the medicine from Garric up over to the north, and I was bringing it back down to our village.
All right, history check. Is that enough to go on?
Sure.
Cool. Nope. God, stop dropping it. Okay. That's awful. 12.
Well, you've been talking to people about it for a long time. Garrus is what Garric Bastion was called before the Grey Blight happened.
Okay, and the Grey Blight is how?
Hundreds
Hundreds of years?
Yeah.
Well, it's probably been a few hundred years since you took your nap.
Oh. Well, that probably means Mom and Pa aren't around either.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, well, they didn't have long left for the world anyway, but, I hope someone got in their medicine.
If you would prefer not to go on any adventures...
Well, no, I mean...
You don't have to. I'm just... If you want to, you can. Come with me.
Well, I was trying to get my mom and pa their medicine, right? And I didn't do that, but I figure, since I'm here, I could get some other people some healing. Maybe that'll make up for it a little bit.
I think that would be great. I know some people who could use it. And often.
Well, alright. Everett Cornelius Nelson.
What do you say? Let's have an adventure?
Alright. Well, I reckon I ain't never been out the valley, so, I don't know how much use I'll be in the guiding and stuff, but if you're ever in a bind, I recently got my apothecary license, so I could probably be of some help.
All right. And I extend my hand, my ghostly hand.
And her hand creaks over, her sort of fingerless hand creaks over to you.
We'll get you some fingers in town.
You can do that?
Yeah, well, I know somebody who can.
All right.
And we head off to town.
You head off as she walks. She has no joints in her legs. She sort of like waddles side to side, like leg to leg in a pivoting motion.
I was really hoping you were going to say she just animation cancels and
she's like this. She's just like this rotund, nondescript humanoid shape, sort of waddling after you as you go into town. She's moving quickly, but she's moving at normal speed. Cool.
Great.
All right, you get back to town. It doesn't take too long to get you there.
Cool.
Guards give you like an eyebrow as you pass through there in the morning, but they don't stop you.
Morning.
Yeah.
Bye.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go to join the group and see if Tether is awake.
Everybody's awake.
Hey everyone. I want you to meet our new friend, Annabelle.
Howdy.
Hi.
Nice to meet you, Annabelle.
Just so you know, I'm dead, so that doesn't come as a surprise to y'all.
Oh, that's not nearly the most surprising thing we've seen recently.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Tether, being a sort of spirit of all things living, I was wondering if you might be able to assist me in maybe getting some more articulating limbs and such for Annabelle.
Septon
Spirit of
turns
all
to
things
Shandi.
living.
Septon turns to Shandi and goes, "Is that what Ted?"
Wait, did you just call me a spirit of all things living? You did not have to butter me up for this. Thank you so much.
I mean, natural things. You know, I know that you do decay as well. But,
You don't have to keep explaining. I'll just take the compliment.
Okay.
Sure. Belle, could you like give me a description, a very detailed description of what you look like?
Oh, I mean, I weren't nothing special.
I don't care about special or ordinary. I just want a description.
I was a, I don't know, average height. I like to.
What was the height exactly?
In the 5, somewhere in the 5 feet. I weren't very tall, but I weren't very short either.
Okay, we're gonna go 5'6" on this.
What else do you need to know? I mean,
What's your favorite hairstyle for yourself?
Oh, I just kept it.
Character
I
creation.
I just kept it tied up out of my face so I could get my work done.
Tied up out of your face, high bun, ponytail, braid.
Well, just quick tied it up. So I suppose ponytail.
Ponytail. Do you like that at the crown of your head or lower at your nape?
I don't rightly care.
Okay, cool. Some artistic liberty. I appreciate it. Did you have freckles?
I did.
Okay, cool. And could you just draw me a profile of your face?
She holds up her like nub hands.
Yeah.
I don't think I can.
Okay, fine. I'll just do half of it now, half of it later. I'm gonna cast Stone Shape.
Okay.
And just,
I knew you had stone shape.
fix her up real good.
All right, yeah, you thin the stone out a little bit to make her 5'6". That's okay because she was pretty rotund.
Yeah.
And can you do like the detailed stuff with stone shape, like the articulating fingers and all that jazz?
I better. You touch a stone object of medium size or smaller, or a section of stone no more than 5 feet in any dimension, and form it into any shape that suits your purpose.
Object you can have 2 hinges and a latch, but finer mechanical details.
But no final with the.
So you probably can't give her functioning fingers, but you can give her.
This spell sucks.
Well, it's not for this. It's to make a door where there isn't a door. That's what this spell is.
Oh yeah,
for.
4th level spell slot to make a door.
Yeah, I mean you can.
I'll do the best I
You
can.
can shape her up. She's significantly more person shaped now, but she, doesn't really look like any. She doesn't look like anything in particular, but she is shaped like a person now. And I'll say that you can give her. Give her bendable hinge like. You could give her bendable limbs. She now has knees and elbows.
Okay, cool. We take what we can get. Could I pair this with mold earth to get fire?
Well,
yeah.
Oh, you know what? She's not even stone. Oh, I'll say it works because she's petrified wood, but that's okay.
Oh no.
We'll say it works.
Okay.
Petrified wood is stone, I think.
Well, it's not technically petrified wood. It's cursed. It's blighted wood, but we're just gonna pretend like it works here.
I guess Everett's gonna take her back to the stone cutter then and see if we can cut some real limbs for her.
Yeah, you can do that for sure.
Cool.
Yeah, you cut her in it. Again, she doesn't look like any particular person, but you can get her fingers. You can get her hands that work.
Great. I get her some hands that work.
It will cost you 50 gold to get the working hands.
All good. I will pay that. Awesome.
What's our gold amount, gang? Are we each taking 10,000?
Yeah.
I guess. Are we
Awesome.
we don't have to take any more quests, right? We're good, right?
It's Thursday.
We could be done if we want
on
to.
Friday. You could just leave now if you wanted to. It wouldn't really matter. But
We can be home today if you want.
Maybe far away.
I mean, is that true? You can just go. We can just get home.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it is.
Oh, I gotta
Even-
do something first.
Look at me. Even with those mountains there, you can teleport us home. You're not gonna suddenly teleport us into the mountains or anything.
Theoretically,
I don't know if
Yes.
I like that answer.
You could ask Averith. He would have an answer for you about this.
I know. I think that Everett knows enough about Arcana to know that if it's 2 teleportation circles involved, it's fine.
That's a sturdy.
If you were teleporting like into that area, then it would be a huge problem.
Okay, thank you. Just wanted to make sure of that.
Yeah.
Real quick, like, do we no longer have our paling flame items? I assume we gave those back.
No, you can keep them if you want. The ember is cool though, so they don't.
So it's just a short sword at this point.
It's a magical short sword, yeah, that requires attunement. So a worse magical short sword. It does have a slot in it, and you did see them using Magitech crystals to form barrier. Like in the arena, they slot in Magitech crystals, so it could be used. It could be imbued a lot more easily with Magitech than like most weapons, but the ember you used has gold, so.
Yeah, we'll keep it.
Oh.
What's happening right now?
Yeah.
Fireworks?
Fireworks happening. There's been a whole festival happening outside this whole time.
They were celebrating.
The mariachi. The
They
band
were,
is gearing up.
they were
for it, too.
celebrating the belt, the life, the life and times of the endless bottomless gut belt. Cool. So, what are you guys doing as Everett returns from?
Was the belt? Sorry, was the belt just the one-time roll, or do I have to keep doing stuff for that?
You're good. Yeah. You're still sad about it, like that.
Yeah, I thought maybe it was gonna be like a roll wisdom every day.
No,
Okay.
you're good. That it's not. There's 3 tiers of madness, and it was the second tier, not the
Okay.
top.
Everett's gonna reattune to the ring, by the way. Unattune to the dagger.
Well,
Well, so shall we take care of any unfinished business in town and head home?
Well, Una has something to do.
Well,
Yeah, I mean we've
I
got.
can't teleport yet. I gotta go back to the mountains.
At the mountains, why?
I need. The maces told me to go there.
When?
You weren't here for this session. You were there for the session. They did. The maces said, "Speak to me where no one can hear and where it's too dark for light to be," which the dark castle in the you can't use magic in here mountains does fit that profile. It's not the only place in the world that fits that profile, but it does fit that profile.
Well, I suppose we're coming with you, right?
If you want.
I mean, I don't want to leave you alone, so.
That's very kind. It'll be easy. It'll be so fast.
Well, something's happening with you, and like I'm not gonna push it, but if you want to say something, you can say it.
I think I caught everybody up.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This has been a long day.
It's been a long week.
Never mind. I don't say that. Let's go.
should
Are
we
you-
tell Averth that we're leaving this time? Maybe. You know,
I mean, he can probably.
just doing one solid.
True.
All right, let's go find
But this
him.
is. But we're not going on a mission.
Right, but
It probably still
We
behooves him to know
should.
where we're headed.
look, if I say it's for my bloodline
Shanti-
thing, he'll be all for it, so.
Okay.
All right.
Shanti, if you want to be the class clown, this would be like a funny third time's a charm bit thing if we don't tell him. I don't mind. I'm just letting you know about the
Tether.
soft-
If only there were anything to laugh about in my life right now.
Aver,
Never mind. You know what you're
Damn.
doing.
Averth is in the same stool he always is in.
Did he sleep?
Averth,
Doesn't look like it.
Yikes.
Adrith, we're
Yes.
headed back to the Scythe Lord's Keep. If you wanna tag along,
What? Why?
we got business to look into there.
My business.
Ooh.
Una-related business.
Mace business.
As much as I would like to, I already told my order that I'd wait to go with the world card.
Oh well, this is great. When are you going? We'll let him know.
Well, he's not free. He's quite busy. In fact, probably the busiest man in the known multiverse. So he's not currently ready at the moment.
Wait,
Right, but-
I have an idea. We could stage a catastrophe
No.
to make him come faster.
seems-
No, Everett. No.
I was gonna say we could just
All the
like,
animals
let
got
him-
loose in the zoo.
Wait, you cut out. Who's he waiting for?
The leader of his organization.
Got it.
Well, we could still just let him know you guys will be coming sometime soonish.
Oh, yes, you can totally let him know that we will be on our way. That's A-okay. But I'm afraid I agreed
if
to
he's
meet
still
him
there,
here.
of course.
That's fair. I agreed to meet my compatriot here, so I shouldn't go with you now. Probably. But please be careful and, run if you see a dragon this time.
No.
What are the chances we run into another dragon?
Listen, if we
Don't
could take a
think it would
dragon
be
last
gone.
time, we can take a dragon this time.
I see your logic, Septon, but I worry. Thank
not
you
like
for
that.
letting me know, at the very least.
You're welcome.
And I will let the school know, but I won't be back at campus for a little while. So
No.
I'll return before after fall break. So
Okay.
I just have some business and then some other business I need to attend to. I'm afraid.
Yeah.
As much as I do enjoy being teaching the blossoming young minds of our future, I do also have a job, so I have to do that sometimes.
Well, see you soon.
Yes.
Say hi to the world card for us.
I will. And let me know if you use that circle, Everett. Curious to hear your discoveries.
You bet.
Well, stay safe. Don't take too many risks. I know you'll take some. And I shall see you in a few months' time. I would say it's been a pleasure, but it hasn't.
Oh.
I've just been. I've just been worried. No, it's just that I've been worried. This has been a stressful couple of weeks for me. I hope that
That's like something your enemy said.
No, I did. I'm not. I haven't slept. I'm not speaking correctly. I am impressed with your progress. I am very glad to not be in charge of your well-being for a little while. But I do see the future heroes in all of you. Although future is debatable at this point.
Thank you.
I think you're already there in some respect.
So we're just gonna get a schmoovin.
Oh! If you're going up into the mountains, do take these. And he reaches into his pack and he hands out like little envelopes, leather envelopes to each of you.
Loop, loop, loop.
Those are
Okay.
papers. Those are papers to get into Doppin with and use their trap.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
Oh.
What? Oh, did you go through Doppin with the last time?
No, actually. No, we did. We did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did.
You should have
We had like
asked.
2 hours in the line.
Well, now you won't have to. I wish you'd asked before the first time.
Well, thanks.
Yes, no problem.
See you later.
I imagine you'll still have to wait a little bit in the line, but not nearly as long, I imagine.
Okay.
Guys, are we like doing like a? We go there, come back to Gareth, and then go home, or do we go there?
That'll
Because
take,
wasn't
like,
there
a
like a
week.
path?
It's take you
What?
It's gonna take you like 3 days to get there, so it'll take like a week to go there and come back.
Yeah, so I was saying we go there and then head directly home.
Yeah.
But that would be teleportation out of the mountains.
Magic
But-
works in the castle.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Also, I can't do that. I can't teleport. Right?
Why?
I have to be at a teleportation circle.
Nope.
No?
That's not how the spell
Oh.
works.
Sick. Okay, cool. Then yeah, I can do that. Sure.
You should probably buy the material components to draw a circle before you leave, though.
I buy the material components to draw a circle before I leave.
Okay, mark the gold off your sheet. Go look at the spell. Also, read the spell again, I think.
No. No, unnecessary. No.
Blake just did teacher voice so hard. Damn.
Alright. You, Everett buys some chalk, I believe. Magicked chalk.
Oh, if we're picking up things before we go, is there a place to buy like armor? I'm like scrolling through.
Just like normal armor. Yeah.
I just wanted to finally pick up a shield. I keep forgetting to do
Yeah,
that.
you can buy shield, no problem.
I'm gonna buy like several copies of this spell, if that's okay.
You can buy several uses of that, absolutely, yeah. Just track how
Great.
many uses you've bought.
I'm gonna
Oh, I
buy
guess I-
some moon milk to bring home.
I was gonna say I could go to the fog-free markets and buy a shield here, but this looks very familiar.
It does.
This shield.
It was sold to the fog free markets not so long ago.
No, I'll just buy. How much is a regular shield? Is it
It's
just
just like a
PHB
standard
prices,
shield.
or-
It's here it's 15 gold.
15? Yeah, I'll buy. I'll do that. I think.
As y'all are doing your shopping, you pass by Shandi at a belt stand,
Oh.
and he looks at one and he goes, "No, it's not the same."
Oh, sorry, I could make a custom one for you.
You'll never be what it was. And he walks away.
Oh, that's a daft lad, isn't it? All right. Anyone else picking anything else up?
I'm looking.
You didn't change. Nothing's been changed since the last time we
You've been-
shopped.
You were gone a day since the last time
Yeah.
you shopped, so nothing has changed. No.
Yeah. I'm good.
Cool. All right, you pick up what you're gonna pick up. You head out. Journey lasts 2.5 days. You only have to spend 3 hours in a line this time.
Is that same person guarding the line?
It's a different
Oh.
one on duty today. Make your way up the tram. The guy you scared pissless isn't there, though you do say hi to your miner buddy on the way through. Apparently they've been eating very good for the past week, thanks to you guys.
Hell yeah, they have.
Can I do one thing before we go?
Yeah.
Can I go find the teleportation circle in Garric Bastion?
Make an investigation check.
9.
You do not find a teleportation circle in
God.
Garric Bastion.
Damn it. Okay, great.
But before too long, in the late afternoon, as the sun is setting, and it's a bit chilly up here now, you do crest the rise and see down below you Grimscythe Keep. It's a little different than before. Where before it was a ruined fort, and that's it. It is now a ruined fort, wreathed in like black and purple aurora borealis, like swirling around it.
Nice.
That's probably fun.
And that is where we will end tonight's session of Bright Futures. We'll pick up next time right from here. Sick. Thank you guys for playing. Sorry about your belt, Sean D.
It's fine.
But yeah, if you guys aren't currently playing a TTRPG with your friends, you should do, because it's the only hobby where you can have a funeral for a belt. You can't do that in any other hobby. And that's a fact. Until next time, bye everybody. Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.